Hello, this is Pat O'Connor of the O'Connor Law Firm, and I want to talk to you today about your estate planning documents. With all of the coronavirus issues and so forth, it's very important that you have certain estate planning documents in place. God forbid something should happen to you or a loved one. Um, I'll keep this short. Generally, what you want to have is what's called a revocable trust. Why a revocable trust? It's a document that says who gets your stuff. It says who's in charge of your stuff, and you can amend it at any time. But one of the main advantages of the trust, if you set it up right, you don't have to go through probate. Probate is a process whereby the courts take control of your assets, and maybe 8, 9, 10, 12 months later they distribute out the assets. So basically, you're a situation where it's just, your assets and your businesses and your other properties could be tied up for a long time, which isn't good for your loved ones. So by having the trust, you avoid probate. Probate is a public process, which means that anything that gets filed in probate, anybody can go down to the court, look at your file, look at whatever's in there, and possibly take a look at what you have and what happens to your assets. With a trust, because we don't go through probate, it's private. Nothing's filed in the public records as far as the trust goes. And so a lot of people like that because with the hackers and scammers out there, it's something that they're not going to be able to get access to. So by having the trust, you avoid probate if you do it the right way. Now, how do you do it the right way? You want to make sure that you have things that are positioned to go into the trust upon your passing. And we do that with the second way of sort of handling your estate with what's called beneficiary designations. For example, if you've got a life insurance policy or a brokerage account or a bank account, in most cases you can designate a beneficiary. If you're married, generally you want to name your spouse as the first beneficiary, and the second beneficiary could be your trust, for example. And by doing that, if you pass away, things automatically go to your spouse very quickly. If there's no spouse, and it goes into your trust very quickly, and therefore you avoid the probate process. And there's money there that can easily be accessible to family members, kids, spouse, whatever. So that way you don't have to wait for the court to open the probate, to process the probate process, which could take, like I said, months and months. Basically what you've done is you set it up in such a way that the money is immediately accessible, which, in a situation where you're no longer there, that's very important, especially if you have a business. We can tie your business into the trust also, so that way, if something should happen to you, somebody can immediately step in and, access your bank accounts, make payroll, make business decisions, keep that business entity alive, so to speak. The trust is revocable. The ones that I'm talking about in this presentation, you can amend it as things change in your life. We can change the trust. If you need to add people, delete people, change the payouts, it's very easy to do. If you have any questions, if you need help with regards to that, give me a call. My phone number is 727-539-6800. That's 727-539-6800. My email is pat@yourpersonalattorney.com. That's spelled out Y-O-U-R, personal, P-E-R-S-O-N-A-L, attorney, A-T-T-O-R-N-E-Y, and that's Pat, P-A-T, @yourpersonalattorney.com. Anyways, thank you for listening. Stay safe. And if you have any questions, please give us a call. Thanks a lot.